Hello there, this is my corner Tibar. I'm here enjoying a great sample from Quiche Teas, a 2003 Gongming Nano Mountain. It's probably now the 15th steep. It just keeps going. That's the thing. You get a little bit more money, you get a cake that you enjoy drinking a lot, and it goes so long that you get more tea out of that than if you pay less and then there's less steeps, right? So if you steep 4 or 5 times, that's it. Compared to 15 times, you're getting 3 times the money. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? It's your opinion, man. There you go. The topic is that what is here? What is this thing? People ask me. Well, I have cakes in there. Yes, I have cakes in Mylar bags. And inside the Mylar bag, there is the cake. The cake is got its paper wrapper. Then when they send them, they usually send them. You may be familiar if you're bought from Kish. They send them from Taiwan, and they send them in this like thin plastic thing. It's not perfectly sealed, but it's a plastic, kind of like a little baggie. Inside of that baggie, there is I put a small hygrometer, so I know when I pull them, I'm like immediately know, oh, this cake is too wet, too dry still. You know what I mean? It's gonna be there for a while. In some of them, just to know what the temperature is in that box, there are two cakes there that inside of the Mylar bag, and also because they're from a different place, um, I want to know what their state is. They have a wireless one, and that connects to one of these cheapo things. And I know it's not perfect, but you know what? I'm not perfect, and I'm not buying $500 cakes or $300 cakes, right? These are like $50, $70 cakes. You know what I mean? I'm a daily drinker, dude. Um, so here I see that they're all constantly at 66, 67, 65, 68% humidity in that wireless thing, but not in the cake. Here I can check what is the maximum and the minimum temperatures and humidity registered on those. Why am I not saying that it's the cake? Is because the wireless meter is not really against the cake. Only the tiny ones are against the cake. The wireless one is actually inside the Mylar bag with the Boveda packs. Boveda packs that I use are 72%, and I have a mixture there between some cakes that have two 8 grams bags and some that have one big old 60-gram bag. Um, why? Just because I have that in hand, but also I don't know. I just don't feel fine putting the bobeda right against the paper on the cake. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep them in the wrapper they come from. I'm like, there's a reason why they put them in there. I don't know much. So I'm not an expert on this, but that's how I do it. If you do have any comments, if you think that I'm going to destroy them and that I am a Schengen criminal and I should be processed for disrespectfully handle this tea, leave it in the comments. Or if you have advice. So why are they there? Well, because some of them I didn't like when I just bought them. When I just bought them, they tasted like, I don't know, like chewing on a pencil dipped in propolis, or wrapping a little bit of dry mango in a bunch of paper towel and trying to munch on that. So some of them were just maybe upset because of the trip and being out there in the cold and darkness in those boxes or whatever. They didn't like each other. They were having some social issues between the cakes. I don't know. My experiences with other boutique shanks that I haven't liked right away after the bottom is that I left them there for months in the bottom of the pile, and then when I found them, I was like, oh, let's see, let's try this. And I ended up liking it. Actually, after it had rested and acclimated or whatever you call it. So, well, that one was like 4 years after. so it probably changed a lot. But that's the thing, sometimes you just gotta like revisit it. And I just don't drink a tea once and then be like, I basically tried a couple of times and it's like, all right, I didn't get it right. I'm just gonna put it out there and it's gonna stay on that Mylar bag. And if it ends up being a good cake, it wasn't a big money, a big price. We didn't spend any many monies. The world ends. It's a nuclear war. I'm underground in my bunker, and I'm gonna have some bitter astringent tea to drink that tastes like pencils dipped in propolis and paper towels with apricots. No, I'm kidding. That's just an exaggeration. I'm just telling you, like, I don't want to drink this. I have teas that taste really good. Difficult to be taste trying to drink teas that you're not really a fond of, and not drink the teas that you really like. So I end up, like, drinking more of the teas that I like. Sounds makes sense. So the ones that I didn't like end up in the bottom of the pile, and then after a while, I'm like, oh, what is this thing? Open it up, boom, there you go. Now I have an actual better tea because I let it, you know, chill. Not chill, okay, just 65, 70 Fahrenheit. Anyhow, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment about what I am doing because I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe there is a way that is better. And I'll see you next time.